Hello, everybody, and welcome. I am Liliya. I am a relationship coach, a narcissistic abuse survivor. And in this video, I will be talking to you more about myself because ever since I started releasing the content, you've been asking me so many questions, and I would just want to make one video about me to address everything so you feel more personable to work with me. So whether you're watching this on my YouTube channel or on my website, welcome. So I am Ukrainian. I was born and raised in Ukraine, and I moved to the States when I was about a teenager, where I lived for 10, 12 years. I ended up going to school there to Oregon State University, where I actually studied psychology. I'm not a licensed psychologist. I know a lot of you ask me that. I have a 4-year degree, Bachelor's of Science in Psychology from Oregon State University. And actually, the first time I ever learned about narcissism was in my abnormal psychology class in Oregon State University. And the topic was just absolutely fascinating to me when I was like, oh my goodness, these people think that way. I think my roommate's a narcissist. Like, it was just, incredible. But obviously, the real understanding of narcissism came when I got out of an abusive relationship, marriage from a narcissist, covert malignant narcissist on a spectrum. And it was about 5 years total of that psychological abuse that I went through, where I lived in nothing but a state of guilt, shame, fear. He was never physically abusive with me, only psychologically, but that completely stripped away my sense of self, and I was blaming myself for everything. I was going through reactive abuse like never before. It was just, it was a complete mess. And it took me a very long time to understand and to get out. And when I did, and within about 3 months, I found a way to heal myself. I felt happy again. And I never thought I was going to be happy again. That is when I realized that I need to devote my professional life to helping people understand these things and get out of this. Because life is a beautiful gift, and we waste our time in this hope, in this cognitive dissonance, in this state of confusion, living with these people, hoping that something will ever change. And again, my professional life is devoted to helping you not just get out of these relationships, but find self-love and find your real purpose in this life, okay? And I do it by targeting all trauma, whatever it may be, narcissistic abuse, toxic relationships, toxic parents, whatever may have happened in your life. I want you to understand your trauma, but I want you to dissociate yourself from it. I don't want you to keep identifying with your trauma. What happened for you, not to you. And that is something that all of you need to understand. And that is the main thing that I work on with my clients when I do my one-on-one coaching. Understanding the trauma, accepting it, accepting all the good and the bad in you, all the light and the dark, all you have in this embodiment, accepting it and just falling in love with it and transmuting it into the best version of yourself. Now, the one-on-one coaching is done virtually over Zoom calls or over Google Meet. Another thing that I focus on is helping people navigate divorce from these high conflict individuals such as narcissists, and of course parallel parenting or co-parenting, whatever you want to call it. Because when we actually have children with these toxic people, it is very difficult because it's not just you now. You can't just run out on this. There is little people that are getting damaged, that are getting whether alienated or gaslit, lied to, their sense of self is being shattered. And I understand how difficult it is for my clients to get out of these relationships when they actually have children involved. So that is another thing I help you navigate. Another thing that I do, as some of you know, I live in Mexico in Playa del Carmen. And I recently started running retreats, plant medicine retreats, to bring my clients here and to actually give them the plant medicine tools that will give you what years of therapy won't. Now, there's a lot of integration that goes into this, a lot of coaching before we simply submerge into these plant medicine retreats, right? But what we do is Mother Ayahuasca. Some of you maybe know about it, others don't. Do your own research or book with me and we can discuss it. Ayahuasca is the sacred medicine that will give you the tools that you need in your current state of healing. It's not going to give you more than your central nervous system is not ready for. The way I like to put it is that it will give you the presents, but it won't unwrap them for you, okay? it's been a healing journey for me, and ayahuasca has submerged me all the way into my childhood. It helped me resurface the traumas that I really suppressed and work through them. And now it's been such a game changer in my life. I've had about 5 ayahuasca ceremonies, and I've also done 2 peyote ceremonies, bufo, combo, and this is what I'm bringing my clients to. We do a full-on retreat of 5 days where we do a vegan diet, where we meditate, where we integrate, do one-on-one coaching, breath work, and we do ayahuasca, peyote, bufo, combo, temazcal sweat bath, and more. So if you're interested, this is something to reach out to me for. And of course, like I said, there's a lot of integration that goes into place before we even talk about this. Like the coaching and the inner child works happens before we discuss the plant medicine. So one thing I'm working on is structuring a podcast for victims of narcissistic abuse, because I actually want to bring my clients to this podcast, and I want to raise more awareness and make you guys understand that you're not alone going through this by talking through these experiences. Because coming out of these narcissistic relationships, a lot of the time we feel isolated and alone, in a state of confusion, thinking that nobody understands what we went through, nobody actually gets it. But there's a lot more of us than we think. There's victims left and right. And talking about these things, about these experiences, will help so many people heal faster. Right? Break these trauma bonds and heal. Support system is everything. Understanding is everything. Another thing I'm working on is releasing a book on narcissism. This is something, you can ask me this in our sessions. This is something that's been in the works for me for a while now. A little bit more about myself. As I said, I live in Mexico, Playa del Carmen. So here, I just love being in the sun and in the water, absorbing these energies. I love just being on the beach, swimming, or going scuba diving and actually submerging myself in water, where I just get to meditate and observe this life underwater with no thoughts. It's truly beautiful to me. I do a lot of yoga, meditation, and breath work, and I just like to keep learning and engaging in my personal growth and in my spiritual growth. So those are all the things that I really enjoy. Of course, trying new food, traveling are things that I love doing as well. Music is something that I find very healing, and I submerge myself in all types of different music, because music is life to me. So that's a little bit about me. I'm always happy to accept new clients. That's another thing for you guys to know. I am here to help you. It's my purpose. It's my professional and personal purpose at this point. I want to help you heal faster. I want to help you save your time, because trauma and that state of suffering is not what this embodiment is for, okay? Happiness is a state of mind. And the second that you understand how much love there actually is within you at all time, when you finally allow yourself, give yourself permission to accept love, and you start vibrating in love, that is when you start attracting really good things into your life. And I'm here to help you on this process, on this beautiful journey. Because remember, we're all here to help each other heal. We're all simultaneously teachers and students in each other's lives. And that is what I'm here for you guys. More love to each and every one of you. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video, in my appointments, and more love to you all.